Hello everyone, I am Dr. Neerav Verma, Faculty of Management Studies at Technia Institute of Advanced Studies. Today I am going to discuss about the characteristics of statistics and steps in statistical investigations. We are having 7 characteristics of statistics. The first one is statistics are aggregate of facts. Second is statistics are affected to a marked extent by multiplicity of causes. Statistics are numerically expressed. The fourth point is statistics are estimated according to reasonable standards of accuracy. The fifth characteristic is statistics are collected in a systematic manner. The sixth is statistics are for a predetermined purpose. The seventh is statistics are placed in relation to each other. Now we will start with the first characteristics, which shows the basic of statistics. The first characteristic is statistics are aggregate of facts. Now we can explain this with the help of one example, one small example. We can take an example of a class in which we are taking marks of a student. Assume the marks are 35 of that student in a class. So this 35 cannot tell us anything about the class, about the student also, because we don't know how much marks he is getting out of how many marks. Now this single value cannot explain anything. On the other hand, let's assume and take the marks of 5 students. We are having 5 students and their marks are 35. Assume they are out of 50. We are having 36. We are having 48. Another marks of 4th student is 30. And the marks of the 5th student is 31. Let's assume we are having these 5 marks. On the basis of these marks, we can find out the average, one of the method of statistics. The average can be found out with the help of the total divided by number of students. It becomes 36. Now, on the basis of these marks and the average of the marks of these 5 students, we can think about the condition of the marks of the students. We can easily tell to others that there are the 4 students whose marks are less than average, and there is 1 student whose marks are more than average. This is all about the statistics basic characteristics, that statistics are aggregate of fact, not individual. Now we will go for the second characteristics. The second characteristics, as I already told you, that statistics are affected to a marked extent by a multiplicity of causes. Now we will carry this example for this also. We can consider this example and parallelly we can take another part. Let us assume we have replaced 1 student and the other student's marks is 5 and all 4 students are having same marks. Now when we are having these 5 students, we have replaced only 1. The average will be 150 divided by total of all divided by 5 is equal to 30. Now on the basis of this data, we can say that all students are having 1, 2 and not. There is only 1 student who is having less than 30 marks and other students are having more than 30 marks. Here we were having 4 students are having less marks, 1 student is having more marks. Here we are having 1 student is less marks and 4 student is having more marks. Now in this comparison we can easily see that at the change of one student the whole data become changed. This is what? This is really the effect of data. The one data can change anything in its statistics. Now next we are having the third characteristics. The third characteristic is statistics are numerically expressed. Now we can again take an example because statistics cannot explain without example. Assume we are having a student who is good in statistics subject. Now this good cannot explain anything. How much good? Very good or averagely good? Now if we will take an example on the basis of marks, let the marks of that student is 36. Now on the basis of these marks we can tell that how much percentage he is having marks in statistics and where he exists. On the basis of this numerical data we can explain something about the particularly of that student. So statistics are numerically expressed. Now we are having the fourth characteristics. The fourth characteristic is, sir, fourth characteristic is statistics are estimated according to reasonable standards of accuracy. Now assume we are having the height, we are talking about the height of class 5th students. Generally the class 5th students are having the age of 10 years. If we are talking about the 5th class students in a school and somebody told us that the height of the students in class 5th is 4.5 feet. Now this 4.5 feet people are talking about because of they are having some data, some image, some idea about the height of students of 10-year-old boys or girls. If we are talking about that 4.5 feet is the height, so we cannot tell this that the same height is having all the students of 5th class. But we can assume that all the students are having approx height of 4.5 feet. Now this characteristics under which we are talking about this example is estimated according to reasonable standards of accuracy. So on the basis of the available data we can say this can be true. This can be assumed that the height is 4.5 feet, easily accepted by the others. This is one of the characteristics. Now fifth characteristics is of the statistics. Statistics are collected in a systematic manner. Now what is the system? Basically system means we need to follow something, some process. In the same way we are having or working in statistics. Statistics follows a process which is very much well defined, that how we will collect the data, how we will organize the data and how we can analyze the data. This is what? This is the first characteristic, fifth characteristic. Statistics are collected in a systematic manner. Now the sixth, statistics are for a predetermined purpose. What it means? The data which we are collecting having some objective, well defined or predefined objective. Because if we are having some objective, the proper data can be collected. Otherwise, the irrelevant data we may have collected and which cannot be useful for future statistical investigation. Now, the seventh. Seventh characteristic is statistics are placed in relation to each other. Like assume another example that the price of share in share market at last year in the month of December 2018 is rupees 200, and this can be considered as average of that month. Now we can compare this data with only the price of the same share in the December month of 2019, because in December month we are having the end of the year and so many things are become changed. So the price can be affected by so many things. In December we are having the effect, may not have the same effect in the September or the March. On the other hand, we can have another example. Like if we are having some yearly data, 2018, let production of crop is, let assume 10 tons for particular crop. So we can compare this data with the yearly data of 2019 only. Let it is 15 ton. So we can easily compare it because it is yearly based data. We cannot compare the yearly data with monthly data because all the months are having different effect on the crop production. But on the basis of this data, we can say that there is an increment of 50% in the crop production. So this is our whole characteristics of statistics, which we have discussed with 7 points. Now, at this point, we need to understand that what are the major steps in statistical investigation with the help of which we can analyze the data and can be useful for the future purpose also. Now the steps are, the first one is collection of data. Because in statistics we are collecting the data for the future purpose also. So we must have collect the data. Then the second step is organization of data. We must organize the data that the data can be easily edited, can be tabulated and can be presented in a proper manner. So we comes to the third step, that is presentation of the data. The whole data can be presentation in the form of table, in the form of graphs, in the form of diagrams and can be analyzed for the future purpose. So we can come to the fourth step, that is known as analysis of data. In the analysis of data, we are using different statistical tools and techniques which are available and analyze the whole data with the help of which we can use it for the future purpose, for the future forecasting, for the future analysis also. And this helps us to take the decision in the industry, corporate world or in our own world. The fifth steps comes next, that is known as interpretation of data. The result which we are getting from the analysis of the data basically interpreted by the statisticians. They interpret the data in the manner with the help of which the general pupil, the pupil of the country, the pupil of the world or the students or the researchers can understand and can utilize these data for the different purposes. Now, after the today's class, I hope these characteristics of statistics and steps of statistical investigation may have presented a clear view of statistics in as whole in your mind and can be betterly used in future. Thank you.